Welcome, it's Jimmy. Everyone talks about finding winning products, but most people are using the same methods that are just keeping them broken. They're just trying to teach this on YouTube as well. So today I'm going to rank every product research method that I've used, which is about 8 in total, to make what I'm making today, which is about 1.8 million Hong Kong dollars, which equates to about 230k USD in a month. So I'm going to tell you exactly how to go about doing these product research methods if they're, B or A or S tier, because these are godlike and you really need to start implementing this if you want to just see any results in dropshipping. Otherwise, you're probably not going to see any success. You're going to waste a lot of money like I did in the beginning. So let's get into this. So now in B tier, we have TikTok, which is good. This is the middle range. Now I find TikTok good. There's a few cons, there's a few pros. That's why it's in the middle. Now, if you go to TikTok, Made Me Buy It, for example, and you take one of these products and you try and test it on Meta ads. By the way, we are trying to test on Meta ads. We're not trying to test on TikTok ads. Meta ads only just because it is so much more consistent. Now, that's out the way. You can't take these products because the CPMs are going to be too high. A CPM is the cost per 1,000 views, if you didn't know. Because there are so many people trying to advertise these products already because they're viral on YouTube, and it's just the quickest gateway into starting dropshipping. So people who want to get rich quick, they will try and test this and they'll fail and they'll lose money testing these products. So we don't want to do that. But what we will do is we will find a decent product that's, kind of going viral at this moment. For example, here you go. We've got back pain relief. I'm sure you saw this with TikTok Organic, went viral, and because of the back clicking and because it's just good for your posture. A lot of people like the fact that this is going to improve your posture because nowadays everybody's hunchback from the fucking phones that we're all on. So what we're going to do is once we've got this product, back pain relief, we want to find a product that's similar to it, but it's different. It's got something unique about it. We're not going to use the exact same product because, like I said, it's going to be too expensive to try and get a customer. But if we look at this product and we try and find something similar but different, think about why this works. It's the fact that it relieves back pain relief, improves your posture. So many selling points about it. So we need something that's going to do the same, but it's also can be advertised a little bit differently, but to the same market, and it's something new to the market, so people can get excited about it and they'll buy it from your Facebook ad. So I did a little search on AliExpress, typed in back posture corrector, just to find a unique-ish product. I didn't really find anything, but then I found something that I've never seen before, which is this, and it is basically just a hunchback thing. And if your back goes past a certain angle, so you're like almost hunchbacking, it's going to vibrate and it's going to tell you to bring your shoulders back. Now this is a very, very good selling point for certain people. Lots of different ways that you can try and sell this product on Facebook ads, but this is just an example, and that would work very well. So that is B tier. Now we're going to go straight down to the D tier, so down to the shits. And for D tier, we're talking about the dropship product research tools. A amount of them. Later on, I'm going to show you a really good tool that you can use that's in the A tier, but these are the ones that aren't that great. So Tradell, Minia, Dropship.io. A lot of these product research tools are products being shown to a lot of people. So they'll get advertised on TikTok, and it's just someone trying to build a software company, and they will sell that software company later on. TikTok is such an easy way to advertise it because people just want winning products straight off the bat. And so they sign up to Dropship.io or Tradell, whatever it is. They get instant products shown up. They'll test these products, but then they'll find that the products, just like TikTok, there's too many people trying to test it and it won't work because you're getting shown the same product as multiple other people are. And it's more beneficial for the business owner in this sense instead of the actual consumer who wants to start a dropshipping store. So that's why I put it in D tier. It just shows you products that are likely not going to work, and you're just going to be harder to make that work. It may work, but it may be harder to make it work. By the way, if you have questions or you think you need my help one-to-one, I'd be happy to help you because I have my own coaching program where I have many students doing this. Help them build their website, help them do the product research and actually get them to see 1, 2, 3K in a day. Then send me a DM in the comments below. I've got the Instagram handle there. So just let me know you came from YouTube. And I can answer any of your questions. Be happy to help you out. And now let's go to A tier. And before we get onto the juicier ones, like the bigger platforms, AliExpress, Facebook, things like that, we're just going to go with these ones. So Winning Hunter is the one that I like to use, especially if you're a dropshipper and you don't know what a dropshipping product looks like. You might go on Facebook ads library, try and find a product, but then you might think, okay, I don't actually know if this is a dropshipper and I don't really have an eye for it, etc. Well, if you go on Winning Hunter, you can use a lot of filters in order to find products. And I find that this database has a wider range of products, and it uses the whole of Facebook ads library to source the products and show you the products based on the filters that you put in. So I really like this one because you can use certain filters in order to navigate your way and not get shown so many saturated products that 1,000 people have already been testing it. Now the next one is AliExpress. I'm going to show you why this is in the average tier and why it's not in the D tier. Now AliExpress products, you can find some decent looking AliExpress products. However, when you are a beginner, I'm going based on a beginner's perspective, it is quite difficult to find your winning product straight off the bat. But there is something that you can do once you found a winning product, and you can basically just get this winning product and put it on steroids. Let me show you. So if you go over to AliExpress and you see that, say this product is a winner. So it's just these linen pants, cotton. You see that someone's selling this and it's winning. Okay, great. It's quite a simple product. So we need to think about how we can make this unique for us, even if the market's saturated. So you could go over to AliExpress and you could type in whatever this is, and then inside of this, you could find so many different sweatpants or joggers in the British term that also match with this product. So it looks similar to this product. The images are nice enough to position a collection of these different joggers into like a branded looking collection feel. So then when you go to test the joggers, your average order value will be higher, and so your profit will be higher, and you can get more winning ads, because if you find products similar to this product, you've got more images to test for products. You can also test collections, like I said, and all in all, you're going to get more ads, more products, more profit onto your store. You make it look branded, like the approach that I take, branded dropshipping, and you can really make a store that looks like you're the leader in joggers, or whatever it is that you're trying to sell. Just finding something that looks similar to these things. So that is the AliExpress method. Now let's go to A tier before we go to S tier, which is going to be the last one. So A tier, we have Facebook, and this isn't just general Facebook. This is called dummy scrolling. You can download a Google Chrome extension, and it's only going to show you winning ads once you optimize your feed for winning ads. So it's a very simple process. You just scroll on Facebook and you see brands, you see drop shippers, but just an example, this is a brand. You click shop now. If it's a drop shipper, you can just scroll around, add it to your cart. Then Facebook are going to see that you're actually interested in dropshippers. And that's why this is a really good one. I like this, and so I put it in A tier because I like finding products that other people have not yet found. And it's only 1 or 2 people selling this product. So I like using tools like Facebook to find the dropshippers directly. And that's why we're going to move to S tier, which is our final one, and that's Meta Ads Library. I'm going to show you something really quickly which is going to blow your mind. And the Facebook Ads Library, you have access to every single dropshipper, every single brand that there is running meta ads, of course. So you just need to filter out which ones are the brands, which ones are the dropshippers, and so you're not just getting a bunch of shit on your Facebook ads library. And it's very, very simple to do this. The reason I like it so much is because with this, you can get the most validation possible, and you're going to find products that aren't so saturated. There's so many people selling other products, right? So if you find a product from TikTok, like I said, loads of other people are going to be selling it. The platforms, loads of people are going to be selling these products. So I put this in S tier because you can find products that nobody's selling yet. So if you go over to the Facebook ads library, like I said, you can type in any brand, any dropshipper. This is a dropshipper turned brand called HeyShape. So for example, I'll go to HeyShape and I'll just scroll through their ads because they use language like dropshippers do. And then I'll just look at what they use. So loved by 170,000 women. And they use these like 5 stars. I might take these 5 stars and then search for that in the Facebook ads library because might be other brands that also do this. Like I said, look, 50,000 results. A lot of these will be dropshippers. So now that they're active ads, I want to see the ads that have been running for longer than 2 weeks. Because if I can see that, then I know that they're probably going to be, seeing some success with their advertising. So for example, straight off the bat, like these sliders, like I might take these sliders and I'll make a brand out of it. This is what I mean. It's very, very simple. And that there's some validation here. Like there's so many products, even this Wi-Fi router, that could be a dropshipper. There's just so much that could be dropshipping when you're doing it this method. And obviously you just got to make sure you need to get good at filtering out the dropshippers. And so if you find dropshippers, just note down what sort of keywords they're using so that you can go back to it and just keep scrolling on these new keywords. But it's a skill that you need to get good at. But it is the godlike product research method for that reason, because it is a skill. Not many people know how to do it. And once you get good at it, I guarantee that you're going to see some good dropshipping results. Now there's others that I didn't go through on this video. Like you could scroll on Reddit and you could find some problems that a target audience is facing and then find a product for that solution, but it's going to be very, very long for you to do. And so this is the best beginners tutorial that I was able to give. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video.